Gary Lineker's departure from the BBC has sparked intense reactions, with GB News presenter Nana Akua bidding him a not-so-fond farewell. In a strongly worded opinion piece, Akua expressed relief that the British public will no longer be forcibly funding what she described as Lineker's ill-informed, nonsensical rambling. Akua began by questioning why Lineker was even allowed to host his final BBC show, pointing to a recent controversy involving a reposted image she and others have called antisemitic. The image, which featured a rat and conveyed a pro-Palestinian message, was later deleted by Lineker, who issued an apology. But for Akua, the damage was already done. She argued that such behavior should have disqualified him from a farewell appearance on public broadcasting. Highlighting her top 3 indiscretions by the former footballer-turned-presenter, Akua started with Lineker's claims on the High Performance podcast, where he said he had experienced racism due to his darker skin. She then cited his criticism of Suella Braverman, comparing her refugee policy rhetoric to language from 1930s Nazi Germany. Lineker had tweeted that Braverman's approach was immeasurably cruel and used language not dissimilar to the time of Hitler's rise, a statement that drew significant backlash. But for Akua, the reposting of an anti-Semitic trope was the final straw. She argued that Lineker's actions showed how disconnected he is from the realities of everyday people, existing in an ivory tower. While she acknowledged that everyone has the right to express their views, she insisted that publicly funded broadcasters like the BBC have a duty to remain neutral, something Lineker repeatedly failed to do, in her opinion. Although BBC Director General Tim Davie thanked Lineker for over 2 decades of service and acknowledged his contribution to sports journalism, the broadcaster ultimately confirmed that Lineker would step back from presenting duties. Akua concluded that she no longer cares what Lineker says or does, as she will no longer be forced to fund him through the license fee. Goodbye and good riddance, she wrote, signaling what she sees as a necessary end to a controversial chapter in British broadcasting.